For his anger endureth but a moment, in his favour is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
Welcome to another journey through wisdom. Is life hard for you? Are you thinking over giving in? What should someone do when life comes to a dead end? Well, first let's start analyzing iridium. Iridium is a transition metal element, quite rare on Earth. It's famous by its power of resistance, so it has a lot of hardness, endurance. Its boiling point is quite high, it's over 4000 kelvins. It's quite unreactable to other elements, and yet it's brittle. So you might be wondering, well, if it's brittle, then it's not so resistant, is it? Yes, it is. It happens that in chemistry, an element is resistant when it's not easily deformed. So, from there, we may recognize two things. The first one is resistance, and the second, resilience. And we may relate that to our lives. And how come? So, first, let's understand the difference. Resistance is when we are able to overcome hurdles, setbacks, when we are able to withstand hardships, when we are not easily deformed. It means that we will not bend to the will of others easily. And resilience is when we are broken into shards on the ground, and yet we are able to gather up the shards, stand up, and carry on. That's quite important. So both qualities are great and important, although we should highlight the second the most, as at many times in life we fall on the ground and it will be difficult for us, and we should stand up and carry on, and that's important. Stoicism was the philosophy that talked about that the most. So through Stoicism, we could live a steady and happy life, a simple one. And then you might be wondering, but how could we do that, right? An inkling of that would come from Zeno.
Seal your sensibilities so that life shall hurt you as little as possible.
Zeno was the first philosopher from Stoicism, and he supposedly underwent a shipwreck, and he started studying Socrates and other philosophers, and he studied a lot of philosophy. And he realized that for us to have those kind of things in life that are good indeed, not just usual stuff, but for us to have a steady life, then we should have wisdom, we should have also knowledge, virtues, resilience, resistance, and we should be in harmony with nature. And how would someone be able to do that, right? Well, Zeno, he was insensitive to the rain. He was also a kind of person that would wear any kind of clothes. He would eat any kind of food, not that fancy, so simple food was enough for him. And then he would say that for us to achieve knowledge, we should follow four little steps. The first one would be perception, the second one would be assent, the third one would be comprehension, the fourth one would be knowledge, finally. And perception will be when we see something happening, then assent, we accept that something is happening. Then comprehension, that we understand what is happening in the process and everything. And knowledge, that we are able to go beyond that. So that's quite important as well. And then wisdom is also important, and to achieve that, there are three different steps that we could choose just one or all of them. They are useful. The first one is the most noble one, is a way of reflection. So we think and we get wisdom. And the second one is the easiest one, is imitating others. So we could reach that through seeing wise people that achieved a lot of goals in life. So that's important. And the third one is the hardest one and toughest one, and also quite bitter. That would be experience. For at many times we would experience things that are not so good in life, right? So Zeno will say that there are many things in life, but just a few of them are important, and just a few of them are essential.
Man conquers the world by conquering himself.
So you do not need that great car. You do not need great clothes. You just need something to protect you from the cold, from the sunlight, or something similar to that. You have your legs to walk. You have fruits on the nature. So you have also a lot of things that we should be thankful for. And that's something, and that's a way of seeing life, right? So through that, he would say that we would not be a kind of slave anymore. And again, you might be wondering, well, but what kind of slave you're talking about, right? It's just that at many times in life, we'll see that those kind of needs that are not needs indeed that we have. So having a car or something similar to that will make us work in some kind of jobs that are not good. Also will make us uh, do some things that are not good, and we will be easily controlled by others, and that's not good. So you should not be chastened by the clothes that you are wearing, and you should focus on goals that will make you more more yourself and more into nature, and also having more harmony with nature would be important for us to live and to have a steady and simple life. So resistance and resilience would come from wisdom of solving those problems and understanding that there are just a few things that are essential for us, and also that are some problems that we are able to solve them, and some we are not. So we should let sleeping dogs lie, and then we know that those troubles will be there, but we are able to overcome their. We are able to overcome them in the future, or even they will just disappear. So we should understand that, and then with wisdom, our spirit, God, would provide us everything that we need through our spirit. So we will have that kind of indomitable spirit. So we would be able to withstand a lot of things and have determination. And as God said, there is the night and the day. So with the night comes the darkness, but with the day comes the light.
And ye now, therefore, have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you.
So you see that troubles will come and they will pass. And with resilience and resistance, you will be able to withstand them, and you will have a steady and also simple life, living in harmony in the nature and with the nature. So wisdom and Your mind, your spirit are important. And with everything that comes from your mind and your spirit, everything is possible.
Want leads to bondage, need leads to instinct. However, forbearance leads to triumph.